This is Jeff. She's stuck in my jumper. Is she okay? Hold on. Yeah, this is my kitty Jeff. This is the one that I'm really allergic to. So today I'm starting something called tea time, because it wasn't my New Year's like resolutions, intentions for the year to get into like more herbal teas, because obviously this is starting strong with the green tea. Can't go wrong. I have like one every day. I have a few different teas every day, but I kind of just get the ones from the shop. And when my boyfriend and I travel and settle somewhere, which I think the first place we'll probably like settle will be when we go snowboarding. We're thinking Japan. I want to get a teapot and like the actual herbs and shit that you put in, and the strainer, and get into my teas more. So to keep this intention going, I'm starting a new series, and I don't know how often I'm going to do it, but it's basically where I just sit down and chat with a tea. And I'm also doing a 24-hour fast at the moment. So I started last night at 5 p.m, so I can eat this evening at 5 p.m. It's actually not that bad. The first few times I did it, I was like, oh my god, this is like, how do people do this? How do people do 3-day fasts, a week fast? Still in my head I'm kind of like, I don't think I could do that quite yet, but that is something I'd eventually want to get to. And I think I want to do like one a year, so maybe I'll try like a 3-day fast at some point this year. We'll see. There are so many benefits, which I said I'll make a video on, and I literally haven't made a video on, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about, this is hot. Oh, this is my mug. I love it. I got it for Christmas. Today we're talking about insecurities. The reason being is that I go through phases of being like, you know, I feel so kind of spiritually connected that I'm like, I don't give a shit about my appearance. Obviously it's different, like maintaining like cleanliness and like health and stuff. I'm not talking about that. It's not like I just let myself go, but it's like I'm not bothered about conforming to the beauty standards, and I just doesn't bother me. Then I go through phases of being extremely insecure, extremely comparative, and I think that's obviously completely normal. And I think since being in a relationship, a lot more than when I was single. When I was single, didn't really care. Whatever came to me. But being in a relationship, it's like a fear of other people being so much more attractive. Which again is normal, but I'm like, it frustrates me that I even get like this, because I feel like I'm a lot better than that. But an example of this and why I'm talking about it today is, I think it was literally 2 nights ago, I discovered this girl's YouTube channel who I loved her videos. Her name was Char. It was talking about like recovery, spirituality. She went to Bali. Yeah, I loved her videos, but I thought she was just so stunning, and like it literally, I'm not even joking, I was like, I'm not going to specifically touch on what I'm particularly insecure about and what I would like get work done on if I could, because I don't want to reveal that, because then it's speaking it into existence. But there were just certain things where I literally spent probably an hour or two after watching her videos looking into getting work done, and not like surgeries or anything like that. It would just be like filler here and there, and I was like, fuck it, why not? But I can't kind of wrap my head around whether it's like really detrimental to your spirit, and it's really like, it's like a sin in a way. It's kind of like, because now you're caring about these superficial things that don't really matter, which is your body that you're living this human experience in. Okay. So yeah, I spent a while doing this, and then I kind of caught myself and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, and I have to physically remove myself from researching these places near me to get work done, deals to get things done. Yeah, I don't know, it just feels like, when do you ever really get over insecurities? How do you actually fully get over them? Because it is possible. It is more than possible, because I've done it with certain things. I'll speak about my past insecurities that I used to be like really insecure about. My wide rib cage, I've just got a wider build. I was literally I mean, I'm still kind of like, I just don't wear revealing body hugging things, and that's fine. I don't need to. I don't even think it would suit me anyway, even if I did have the figure. But from a young age, like my wide rib cage compared to my friends' tiny little builds, I was so insecure about it. I would never wear the little dresses that we'd wear to parties. I'd always have to wear like the ones that go out, or like crop tops. I was very specific about it. Always had to be high waist stuff, which now I don't even like. But I'm kind of over that. Like I've got a wide rib cage. Everyone's built differently, do you know what I mean? Another one, huge, was sideburns. Guys, I mean, look, I barely even have them anymore. Maybe they used to be more prominent at school. I was so insecure about these. I used to shave them off and they'd grow back spiky, like literal spikes. And people would be like, what have you done? And I'd like just act clueless. But I was so insecure about that. Yeah, I mean, those are just a few that I am now over. Do you know what I mean? So some of them do pass, but they just feel like there are some that are just never ending. And it's like, when does it end? The only reason we are stuck in these mindsets is because of social media, and it's because of comparison to these girls that you see online, which half the time is just not a realistic beauty standard, and they're like the 1% out of the rest. And I don't think I'm ugly at all. I'm not saying that. I feel like I'm very blessed with my appearance, but it doesn't mean I'm not insecure about so many things. I mean, body has been a huge one for me, hence my whole experience with the gym. Oh my god, that's hot. Yeah, my whole experience with the gym started off a very toxic experience. If that, it was not healthy. It was because I was just severely insecure. So the problem is with this is if you let these insecurities dictate your reality and your life and the decisions that you make and your happiness, then that's when it's detrimental. If it's kind of like passing thoughts that you can just push off because you know that we are just a spiritual being having a human experience in a human body, and that it doesn't matter in the slightest, and that people will love you for you and what's inside and not outside, you're getting somewhere, do you know what I mean? But I feel like I'm never going to reach that end point where I'm so satisfied. But is that just part of the human experience? I don't know. So I don't know if anyone has any like advice, like how did you get over your insecurities, and is it bad to get work done if it's not like surgeries? Because I saw something that was like, if you can tattoo your whole body, which I'm on the verge of, in the direction that I'm going to end up with many tattoos. If you can do that, it's mutating your body. Piercings, tattoos, and work like this, is that not mutating your body? So if you get a little bit of filler or something, is it the end of the world? I don't know if it's bad for my spiritual journey, so I'm trying to like figure it out. But I kind of like playing with my appearance sometimes. Like, moral of the story is you're never going to be satisfied with your end goal, and I feel like once you start getting the work, you're never going to stop. But then I also don't know, because I'm kind of like, do I want to experiment? You can get it taken out. Is it that harmful to your spirit? I don't know. There's a lot of work you can do, and trust me, I do it. Like, I meditate a lot on releasing insecurities. I journal about it. I walk and talk to myself about how it just doesn't matter and it's so superficial. But it's kind of the reality that we are living in, and it's hard to disconnect from. So, and I guess it is all a mindset thing, but sometimes it just feels so subconscious that you can't even push these thoughts back because you don't even realise that they're there, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here. And okay, that's it from me. Say bye, Jeff. Say bye.